Welcome to the 247 Sports Recruiting Show. I'm National Recruiting Editor Brandon Huffman. And today we go down to the state of Georgia to Dodge County High School in Eastman, Georgia for the announcement from Darrell Duke Johnson, one of the top prospects in the country in the 2025 class. He's a top 5 linebacker, a top 50 player nationally, and a top 10 player in the state of Georgia, a 6'1", 200-pound linebacker. And he will be making his decision in a few moments, choosing from among 5 schools. So now we will go down to Dodge County, where Darrell Johnson will choose between Alabama, Florida State, Texas A&M, UCF, and USC. Let's go to Dodge County High School, where we're met by Duke Johnson, who is set to make the biggest decision of his life. Duke, how's it going this afternoon?
It's going good.
You've been leaning towards making this decision for quite some time. You had numerous offers from all over the country, but you've whittled it down to 5 schools: Alabama, Florida State, Texas A&M, UCF, and USC. What was the process like going from getting your first offer a couple of years ago to now when you had to narrow it down to these 5 schools, which you'll ultimately pick one school from?
The process was like really just crazy and stuff. It kind of happened fast. I just want to thank the Lord and everything. Well, with the decision I'm making, I'm based on loyalty, my bond, relationship with coaches.
You mentioned the relationship with the coaches being a big part, but we also know relationships are important for you, and that's why you chose to make this announcement at your high school. Who's all joining you this afternoon as you're set to make this announcement at your high school?
My whole family really here. My coaches, mentors, uncle, brothers, everybody really here.
So taking all those offers that you had and narrowing it down to that 5, what was it like when you came to these 5 schools, and what made these 5 schools the ones that you wanted to pick from?
These 5 schools are just like top schools. Like we talked a lot. Our bond was really good. Back and forth every day, texting, talking, FaceTime, just chopping it up.
All right. Well, before we get to the announcement, while everybody's tuned in, I know you want to take a moment to thank all the people that have been there along the way with you as you get ready to make your decision. So use this opportunity to thank all those people that have been supportive of you.
I just want to thank the Lord, my dad, my mama, everybody, my whole family, my friends, teammates, coaches, Makai and them, everybody.
All right, Duke. Well, this is the moment that everybody is tuned in. Where will you be playing your college football?
For the next 3 to 4 years, we're going to see the university. Like Alabama. Hold on, you can't hear what everybody went. You say what?
University of Alabama is the pick. Obviously,
yes, sir.
Long tradition of outstanding defensive players under Coach Nick Saban, and now Kalen DeBoer comes in fresh off a national championship appearance. What's your relationship been like with Coach DeBoer, the new defensive staff at Alabama, and what made Alabama the pick for you?
Me and Alabama just had a good vibe, a good coaching staff. I like coaching staff. Me and Coach Hitch, we knocked it off really good. Me and Coach Kane, defense coordinator, we got a good bond. We talk every day, and just the best fit for me.
When you look at Alabama and you look at obviously the history that they've had on the defensive side of the ball, now they bring in an offensive coach and Coach DeBoer, but he's really made an emphasis in recruiting elite defensive players to continue that tradition. Was that something that was key in their recruitment of you, just letting you know that the defensive recruiting strategy was not going to change at all?
Yes, sir. Like I just want to come in and make a big impact as a freshman and get to know the scheme, the playbook, and be ready to play.
When you had a chance to get up to Tuscaloosa and be around the coaches, and especially Coach DeBoer, what was your impression of the new staff? What was your impression, most importantly, of Coach DeBoer?
I like everything about the new staff. I like Coach DeBoer and everything. He texted me. We talked a lot, about 10 minutes. We just talked like after the visit, during the visit, and he was telling that they wanted me really bad.
I know Alabama's in on a number of top prospects. There's a lot of guys coming into town this weekend. Have you picked some guys that you're going to try to recruit to Alabama with you in the next 2025 class?
Well, of course, I'm finna bring in the best class with me.
All right. Well, there it is. Duke Johnson leaving the state of Georgia to play at the University of Alabama. The Tide continue their recruiting success under Kalen DeBoer. They land Duke Johnson, one of the top 5 linebackers in the country in 2025. He's a 6'1", 200-pounder. An off-ball linebacker is where he projects to play in college, but he can play a number of positions. He's a two-way standout at his high school. He's a guy that can wreak havoc, rushing the passer, getting into the backfield, stuff in the run, but could also drop into coverage and cover running backs, receivers, slots, tight ends, you name it. He's a multifaceted linebacker who's going to have the opportunity to come in and play as a freshman when he gets to Alabama in 2025. But a huge pickup for Alabama, continuing to recruit at an elite level like they did under Nick Saban and like they will plan to continue to do under Kalen DeBoer. Alabama goes into the state of Georgia, right into SEC country, and they will keep him in the SEC. A big pickup for Kalen DeBoer. Courtney Morgan, the general manager at Alabama, Ken Womack, the defensive coordinator. A nice feather in the cap for Alabama in the first full recruiting class for Kalen DeBoer and company in Tuscaloosa. Thanks for tuning in to the Duke Johnson announcement. For 247 Sports, I'm Brandon Huffman. Thanks for watching.